In the bitter cold of the German winter of 1944, a small squad of American soldiers found themselves on a mission deep within the Black Forest. Their objective was classified, known only to the highest echelons of command. Under the pale moonlight and the whispering pines, they followed the path of secrecy that led them further into the heart of the woods. Sergeant Mitchell led the group. Private Johnson, the squad's sharpshooter, walked beside him. The squad included Corporal Anderson and Private Hayes, the squad's medic. As they pressed deeper into the forest, the snow-laden trees creaked, and the shadows seemed to dance, playing tricks on their senses. The biting cold gnawed at their bones, but they knew they had a duty to fulfill. The forest appeared lifeless, as if it were holding its breath, waiting for something sinister. Suddenly, the squad stumbled upon a gruesome sight. In a small clearing, a group of German soldiers lay dead, their bodies twisted and contorted in agony. The snow around them was stained crimson, and it was evident that they had died in unimaginable pain. Among the deceased was a lone German soldier, kneeling in the snow. The American soldiers approached cautiously, their weapons trained on the deranged man. They demanded answers, but all they received were delirious ramblings about the whispers in the trees and the eyes in the dark. It was clear that whatever had transpired here had shattered his sanity. Leaving the broken German soldier behind, the Americans continued their mission, determined to uncover the truth. They followed the trail of destruction deeper into the forest, where the snow grew thicker and the air colder. As they pressed forward, the trees seemed to come alive with unnatural sounds. They came across more scenes of horror, more dead German soldiers, each displaying signs of extreme suffering, as if they had been torn apart from the inside. Then, they discovered the source of the nightmare. Deep in the forest, they found a cavern, its entrance concealed by snow and branches. Anderson, who tried to set explosives, was dragged into the darkness. Hayes, the medic, met a fate so gruesome that Johnson couldn't even bear to describe it. The forest itself seemed to aid the abomination, its trees coming to life to ensnare and suffocate the men. Only Johnson and Mitchell remained, their eyes wide with terror. They fled deeper into the woods, their breath visible in the frigid air. But the entity pursued, a relentless and remorseless force that tormented them with visions of the dead and dying. It whispered horrors into their minds, driving them to the brink of madness. In the end, the forest claimed them. Mitchell was found days later, his body suspended among the branches, his flesh torn to ribbons. Johnson, driven to madness, was never seen again, leaving behind only a journal filled with incoherent ramblings. A few survivors who stumbled upon the cursed Black Forest would later tell stories of the American soldiers who vanished into the heart of the woods. They spoke of the chilling whispers in the trees, the eyes in the dark, and the torment that awaited anyone who dared to venture there. The events of the winter in 1944 were never explained and the bodies were never found.